And they say love and light, and now there's even people that say, oh, this is just some woo-hoo stuff, and it's too cliche, and you're ignoring the general rule of this. But there's still some merit to the light aspect. There's a lot of it, actually. And this is what I found years later after going through all my practices and things like that. One day, I was in Guatemala, and I was part of a cacao ceremony with a shaman named Keith that maybe some people know about because it's pretty famous. And he was guiding a meditation that he called the glowing heart meditation. And I didn't have any expectation from this meditation. But as it started, he was talking. We were maybe 20 people on the porch there doing this meditation, but somehow I felt inside that he was talking directly to me. Like he was putting a bigger emphasis on my journey than on everyone else. But then I just rapidly brushed it off and be like, that's just your ego talking. It's you wanting to have a bigger recognition and all of that. He's not just talking to you. He's doing a meditation for everyone. So I stopped thinking about that. But then I got more and more into it, and he was doing this guidance of activating light in the heart. And I started to do it, and I started to successfully do it. And I started to feel that light present in my heart. And the more that I activated it, the more that I turned up the intensity of it, the more that I felt that it was working, and my whole entire body was starting to fill with light. And it was just, I was getting into this blissful state with my body filled with light. I was wondering what was going on. How can this be? I felt like I was literally lit up from the inside. And then he was like, okay, everyone, you can stop the meditation. But then I was like, oh no, I want to continue meditating. Like, I'm in such a deep state, like, I don't want it to end. But then he continued his saying, he said, accept one person and you know who you are. And when he said that, I gave the chills in my body and was like, oh my God, I was right. It was not my ego, it was my intuition. And he was indeed kind of giving me instruction because I was really into the state of what he wanted me to be. And I felt that flow inside of me. And then he just guided me to increase it even more and to fill it into the room and to fill it everywhere. And I was doing this, and it just, I started crying because it was such a blissful state. And then he started talking to the other people in the room and asking them to look at me and to witness what was happening. And as they did that, he then asked me to open my eyes and to look at everyone else. And so I opened my eyes and I looked at everyone else, and it struck me instantly because everyone was like having that mind-blown expression on their face, wondering what was going on. And I was wondering why they looked at me like that. So then I just asked one person, like, why are you looking at me like that? What's going on? And then that woman, she said, this is crazy, but it looks like you're actually glowing. It looks like you have light coming off of you. And when she said that, the chills that I felt inside of me and the tears, because I felt like I was. And then I asked someone else, and then it was like, yeah, I agree. It's so crazy, but it literally looks like you're shining, like I can see it physically. It's not just an expression. And then another one just started saying the same, and everyone just kind of agreed and was like, whoa, what is going on here? It looks like you're glowing from the inside. And I felt like I was. So that was like an instant confirmation that this state is something tangible. It's not something that is just like, when we say to people, oh, it looks like you're shining today. Well, it can be literal. It can be literal. And that there's actually a study that I found that proved this, a scientific study that was made with someone in a dark room, funnily enough.